So the first task we had to do to update the hog pasture right here is rerun the electric. We used to use high tensile wire in here, which does work well for the pigs, but we wanted to try out the poly wire instead. It's just a lot easier to work with and to run. It's much more flexible. So we're gonna give it a go. We have the backup with the actual hog panels themselves. So worst case scenario, if it were to break or fall down or anything like that, there is a backup method. We also plan on adding additional strands, most likely one above it and possibly one below it for when the piglets come. But that's why you see some of the older clips that are on there from before. Hey, Ruth. Ready to meet your new friends, Ruth? Some sister wives? Yeah? You guys gonna have a baby shower? That'll be fun. This one looks a little rough. So this is, hey Ruth, this is our one pen that we have set up for currently Ruth and Carl. This is a larger pen, probably about a quarter of an acre. And then this is a little bit smaller. This is where we have our boar Carl normally. But we are getting 2 additional pregnant gilts. And they're gonna go in here since they don't know our pigs, so we don't wanna stress them out too much. So they'll be neighbors, they'll be able to see each other through the fence, but they'll have their own space. So they don't have to worry in case they don't get along. You're gonna be nice to our new friends? Yeah, that's good. And then eventually, within the next couple weeks, we will be extending. We're gonna try just 2 strand into the woods. All of our hogs will be trained to 2 strand, including the piglets. They take a little bit longer, but they won't be out of the hog panels right away until they're fully trained on the electric. And then we're gonna start running them all through the woods. So they'll have additional acres to run through, and we'll be separating depending on how well they get along. Maybe they'll all be together, I don't know. We'll see. But Carl, our breeding boar, he will not be with them because we don't need any piglets getting pregnant either, so. Huh, Carl? Soon you'll be back in the bachelor pad, buddy. He did his job, though. Miss Ruth is pregnant. Nice muggy day to be doing this.
Very warm.
Yeah. So, Carl, that's filthy.
You pig.
Right? All right. Well, anyway, this is almost done. A couple of these, Zach, we need to add some more in the corners. Posts, okay, like a support, but I just ran it just for the sake of having one line done. And we need to fix their water. They're not using this one since they're not coming in this pen. They're in their own pen at the moment, but. Hi, buddy. You're so handsome. Go lay in your wallow, bud. It's too hot out. It rained a lot yesterday, but it did not break the humidity, so it is feeling extra toasty. These little plastic clips aren't the greatest. We're using them now just because, again, there's a backup here, so with the hog panels, so we're not overly concerned if one were to break. But we are currently expanding our cattle pastures with 2 different options, but this being the main option. We did a brief video on these. These are timeless fence posts, and they are technically all fully insulated. So all you have to do is run the line through the hole. You don't have any extra clips or anything that needs to go on there, and they work really nice. What's the height we got? 6 foot? Yeah.
48 inches. That's
Okay, so they're 48 inches once you obviously put it in the ground. But I think the post itself we ordered, wasn't it labeled as 6 foot?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's also nice too because there's holes already pre-drilled all the way up and down, as Kate said. It can be multi-species, so
Yeah.
you can run our pigs through there, we can run our goats through there, we can run our
Right.
cattle through.
Like our cattle, you can see, I mean, right now they have 4 strand, but, and the lowest strand definitely would not hold in younger pigs. So for this operation, if we were to do, once we add more into the woods, we'll be adding lower strands just to compensate for any calves or piglets or anything that
And
could potentially get out.
the reason we didn't do this is because these are $10 a stick.
Yeah.
I believe they're almost $11 a stick now. So just backing up what you said, as we have the hog panels to keep them in,
Right,
just a psychological barrier with the
right.
electric.
Yeah, and to just get them trained, so when they do end up going in the woods, they're good on just the. We'll have 2 strand, most likely, with these running through. Or the other thing we just got that we have yet to try, we're going to do a video on, are the fiberglass rods. You do need an insulator for that though, so we're going to try those out and just kind of compare and see what works best, most cost effective, most bang for your buck. But these guys so far we split the cattle pasture and they've held up really well through the winter. So
They don't sun fade.
yeah, they are really nice. So we'll see as we go through, but it is very helpful to not have to worry about insulators because these little clips only last a season or 2 with our harsh winters that we have, and then they break. So stay tuned. We'll see. We're going to do a lot of comparison in these next couple pastures we're building and hopefully try to work out any kinks. We've already worked out a lot, actually, just owning pigs for, this is going on year 2? 3. So, but we have yet to breed. Like, this is the first breeding that we're going to have with piglets. So, it's always going to be an adventure. Hopefully it goes smoothly.
Stay wild.